Oh, hi, Mark.
All right, let's get this thing started. Welcome to the Forum Thread Podcast. I am Wadabra, and here with me tonight I have Ninja Spectre.
Hello.
Warboy.
Hey.
Chaos Mana.
Hey.
Zap45.
Howdy.
And Mr. Wartburg.
Hello.
So, how many of you tonight are actually playing League of Legends while we do this?
None yet. None yet. It's
Hey, I'm focused 100% of my attention here. Just saying.
See, I'm glad someone here is dedicated as much as
Hey,
like, I am. At least.
It's called Twitch Rules, you noodle. Anyway,
only one person needs to play that for Twitch Rules.
Before the podcast, we were talking about work horror stories. So, Mr. Warburg.
Oh, yeah.
With you?
Speaking of work horror stories,
jump right into this then.
mine just happened on Sunday. So about a month ago, I guess it was 2 really because of my surgery. While I was recovering, our computing lead, who hadn't been in work in 2 months, officially quit. So the position opened up. It's weird that it took that long, but he was on a medical leave thing. But so I apply, and then the system tells me that I hadn't been there long enough. Whatever. So the manager says, "I'll just wait a couple weeks so the system can get your application through and finished, and then resubmit it and cheat on the recommendation sheet." Before I can do that, they give the job to the most mentally inept person at our store.
Yeah.
And then refuse to give me a raise. It's because I make more than $9 an hour, and I haven't been below 140% to revenue target in 7 months.
That is,
So
yeah.
yeah.
So-
And $9 an hour on my medical bills don't exactly cut it.
So because you hit your goals as well as you did, is it within company policy to give you a raise at that point?
Oh, totally. He offered a guy $11.50 who was a worse salesman than me, had been here less time than me just to stay when he left.
Yeah.
Oh,
tell,
wow.
tell them to fuck off and get a new job.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
They offered this. When did they offer this much money?
April.
No. To the guy, was he getting ready to leave, or what was the situation?
Yeah, back in April.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of like what my job did when I told them that I was quitting. They threw in a huge raise at me to try and get me to stay.
Oh,
So
nice.
They tend to do that in the most disingenuous ways. They're like, okay, now that you're leaving, we really need you, so please stay. Here's a $5 raise to your pay. Please take it. And yeah, that's why they did that. They'll milk you for all you're worth until you leave, and then if they think you're a good enough worker and they can't keep you any other way, they'll throw more money at you.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what they'll offer me when I say, hey, here's my 2 weeks. So
Yeah, you never know. They might offer to throw more money at you.
Yeah.
if they do, we'll see. Because the job itself is all right, but
It's kind of
just the
how
whole-
it was going with my job. They did a similar thing. I was going to just try to find, stop working there so I could, actually search for a better job, but they offered me kind of what I was looking for in a pay raise.
Yeah.
So it
Having
kind of
worked at
balanced
Best
out.
Buy myself, I would just say use it for what you can until you can find something that pays better or at least goes in the direction of your passion. Because most people don't want to make a career working at Best Buy. That's just kind of a shitty place to
I'm actually
work.
looking at getting back into radio production.
Yeah.
Hey, nice.
See, now,
I don't
could
have any
see that
degree in it
being
or
a good
anything,
fit
but I
for
have
you.
experience. So
And if you got passion,
works
that's
out.
really what counts. You can go a long way on just passion.
You also have experience recording audio.
I do,
Like this.
as well as having a radio show
You
for a
say-
couple of years.
Hey, I've been doing the Forum Thread podcast on a weekly basis. Here's the website.
I do put the forum thread as a resume.
Yeah, I included
yeah.
extracurricular as well.
Yeah, it
I should
definitely
do
works.
that on mine.
I mean, we've been doing it long enough, and it's got,
we have something to show
recognition.
for it. We have many locations where we
wish-
can say, this is what we've made.
And it's also.
I do wish when I was in school I would have recorded my radio broadcasts.
Yeah. That would have been.
Should have done that.
Hindsight 2020. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I feel bad because my work horror story wasn't that bad at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad for me. It was bad for someone else. I tried to make it not.
yeah, your work horror story was someone couldn't find the right printer ink. Wasn't
No,
that it?
that wasn't the horror story. That was just today. I found funny because whenever someone comes in, they're like, "I need HP ink," and you're like, "There's literally 1,000 different types of HP ink." But no, this was a couple of days ago, and it was like during a big rush, and we had the store hired 3 new employees, and it's actually weird having veterans see there after being like there for a month. But this new girl started, and she has like 2 days under her belt as a cashier, and like that's great. She's learning and everything, and but it was busy. And she was going through, like, basic customers. And this guy comes in, this fucking guy, and he's like, "I'm here to exchange this ink." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll direct you to this person that has more experience. The line's a little longer, but they'll be able to help you." And he's like, "You're passing me off to someone else?" And I'm like, "She'll be able to help you." And he's like, "Ugh." And this other lady was talking. She goes, "Oh, do you guys have like it was like get swamped by customers? Like there's like 5 around me asking the same different questions." And she's like, "Oh, do you have packing paper?" And it was like, "No, I'm sorry, we sold out of it." And the guy is just standing there. He turns to his wife. He goes, "They don't have packing paper, and they're sending us somewhere else." And I'm like, "Who the fuck are you?" Anyway, and I'm
That's
like, "Okay."
truly a horrific story there.
And I'm like, "Well, no, it's not done." And I'm like, "Okay, so you can go talk to this lady who has more experience. She'll be able to help you." And he turns to the trainee who has like a shorter line. He goes, You help me." And she goes, I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I tried to get him away from you, trainee girl." And he's like, "You." And she's like, "I'm sorry. I don't know how to do this currently. I started 2 days ago." And he goes, "Well, here's what you do. You go into the register, you log in," and he like goes through this whole like rigmarole of like trying to tell her what to do. And it's not true. He doesn't know how the system works, but whatever. And it was just like, this fucking guy. Like, there's just some people that you're like, do you like exist in society?
Yeah. Do you understand?
Are you a functional member of society, or did you just appear here from some different time and place?
Yeah.
There's a
They
person
rolled out
that
of a
kept on
manhole
calling
somewhere.
there's a person that kept on calling my store that didn't understand that she actually had to bring her laptop in, because we obviously do tech services. We like fix computers, whatnot, but usually we usually actually have to be in store for that. And the tech person told her to come in on Monday, and then she calls back on Sunday complaining about the problem again,
It's like,
even though
you
she's
do
never
realize-
actually come into the store to get help.
We need the
I'm
computer
sorry.
to fix it.
Did you actually come into the store to get your computer fixed? No, well, that's your problem. Now
Yeah.
come on,
Sorry.
and we'll fix it for
Yeah.
you.
Sorry, the
Customer
Office
service.
Depot wizards aren't on hand today. Can I get a tech person to help you?
yeah.
Yeah, customer service is so shitty in the fact that, working in customer service.
Ugh.
Like, for instance, with the whole RTX, tickets thing not going out, there were people who had to contact front gate to go and get their tickets and, make sure that, where to get them and everything, especially for VIPs. One VIP, apparently, one of my fellow PAs noticed this on the forums and the comments on the RT site, and they were commenting I don't know why we had to do this. I didn't pay $500 to be treated like a person who only paid $100. I'm like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, for real. Go fuck
Just
yourself.
fuck off.
I mean-
Go crawl under a rock somewhere and just hibernate for a million years.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. I don't like elitist people like that. You paid for the extra perks. You're not being paid to be considered. a god.
Yeah. Being weighted on hand and foot was not one of the listed availabilities.
That is terrible. So that $5 shipping fee that we had to pay, what about that?
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of anytime somebody at a retail store is like, "Oh, I need to get this returned," even though it's 4 months outside of my warranty or whatever. Be like, "I spent all this money here." You look them up, they spend $100. It's like, really? That's a lot of money. No, we're not going to return your fucking TV that you smashed with a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's like,
I hate the people that are trying to skirt the system. We offer these protection plans, and a lot of times they're kind of not as good. Sometimes they're actually
Yeah.
really good deals, for things that you actually end up accidentally or, just by
Yeah.
really good use. But they keep on trying to return 50-year-old printers, and why aren't
Yeah.
you immediately giving me $100 back?
why won't you accept my typewriter? What the fuck? Like,
I just point people to our recycling bins and go, you could go there. I did get to kick a guy out of Best Buy. That was awesome. Yeah. Not a lot of fun. No.
It
it's
was
not.
only this one guy that I've had that like really irked me. Like all the other times, like those customers are difficult. Like I'm looking for this. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't have this in stock. You don't have anything in stock like this? No, I'm sorry. Okay,
Just imagine having to be at the forefront, like
That's
cashier all the time, and there's plenty of people that I've wanted to be like, no, you can't have that. Sorry.
that is true. I am logistics. I'm like the monster that they lock away in the back. But
Like it's like people don't. Do people not realize that other people have to work these jobs? Like it's a
No.
job market. Like like at some point do they completely forget that they once worked a fast food joint or a retail job or whatever?
I don't think.
Like, does
I
that
think
not
it's.
connect
I
to
think the
them?
general consensus is some people just don't know like the normal way to behave in public.
Some people are just dumb. Like,
some people just don't have manners. Is the
Yeah,
thing.
that's the problem. Even if they might be intelligent on a different scale, they're still like don't understand how you're supposed to kind of just act politely, even if you hate the person.
and then some people are just dumb. Like,
That's true. Some people
where
are
I
just
work, we have this guy. We call him the breakfast box guy. We've learned that he actually works at a Starbucks, and he himself is in customer service. But he had this habit of calling in right when we stopped serving breakfast at the hot bar, asking if we could go and put different things into a box for him. I refused to do this, but a couple of the other people would be like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and help him out there. And one of my coworkers, she just could not stand this guy. She's like, if he wants to get breakfast, he needs to come in at the same time everybody else comes in. We cannot give everybody special treatment. He's not a fucking angel. Like, and so like one day I took someone had me my supervisor had me write down what the order was, and she's like, "Is that his order?" No, and she rips it from my hand and tears it apart and throws it away. I'm like, this is gonna go well. And so the guy like comes in an hour after breakfast is served looking for his box, and he just loses his shit. And he's never polite when he comes in anyway. He's always just rude as fuck. Doesn't know how to interact with people. That's why she hates him so much.
Makes
Because
sense,
he like tries to get stuff from her all the time and constantly is just, just a general douchebag. And so we have this new rule now to where if breakfast box guy ever calls, we immediately get a manager.
Nice.
Because he was trying to stalk this girl. He's like, who is the girl? Give me her name.
Where is he?
Dude, we're not going to give you her name. In fact, we now know where you work. We're going to go to your Starbucks when you're working there and screw with you.
Yeah, how does that make you
Jeez,
feel?
man.
Fuck. No.
Like
Yeah.
if he was polite and he was like on good terms with everyone, like I could see about like maybe giving the guy like a box of stuff. But if he's a dick, if he's a dick and also not playing by the rules, it's like, you know what, fuck you. Like how about that?
Yeah.
Or if it's like some old lady who is, who has like arthritis in her hand and she wants to have her piece of chicken cut up and put in a box with something, I'm like, yeah,
The fuck
I will
I'll-
go the
yeah, no,
extra
definitely.
mile for you and do that for you. But for
Especially
someone
if they
who's-
don't even ask, they're just like trying to, they're trying to carry this heavy box of paper. I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Just don't. Just give me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some people just don't grasp the basic human interaction, and I'm pretty sure this guy is one of them. Like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't have parents that love him or something like that. I
Some
don't know.
people just aren't taught manners.
It's hard.
weird.
It's hard for me, especially. I feel sometimes because I'm like performing because like Subway and Chipotle. I basically work at a bagel version of that. It's also sandwiches, so you can have a bagel sandwich, you can have a regular bagel with whatever fucking fixings. So it's like difficult for me to hide my anger and frustration just in general. So when someone's like, "Why are you fucking this up?" and this and that,
Why aren't
I'm
you
like,
making my bagel exactly how
I-
I would make it at home in my mother's?
The only
Yeah.
reason I catch myself like being angry and frustrated at them is because they immediately shut the fuck up when I look at them, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm being a little mean right now.
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
It's like you give them the death stare, and they know. They know.
they know that death stare is one word away from me hopping over the counter and beating the ever-living shit out of them if they keep.
I just turn into a robot. I'm like, I'm sorry,
I think-
I wasn't able to help you.
I think some people like the punishment, though. Like, okay, so the same girl who didn't like breakfast box guy and tore up his order, she has to deal with the lunch hour rush. and she has to deal with a lot of customers and with custom orders. And so she gets to the point where she doesn't even give them eye contact. Like, one day she had 9 orders lined up, and she just kind of saw a shadow of someone who, like, if you want to place an order, fill out the card and put it on there. We've got 8 ahead of you. And they're like, look confused. They look over at me, look a little bewildered at the crowd of people, and then they just kind of pick the card up and begin filling it out. I'm like, you really have time to sit through 9 orders, dude? Like, this is lunch hour. Like, don't you have to be back to work? What the fuck? And, like, all the other people are just kind of sitting there like sheeple, like, trying not to make eye contact with her. Like, they're all antsy. Like, clearly, this woman is, like, taking her job very, very seriously, but you don't look at her because she might bite you. Or, like they take her sandwich and throw them clear across the room, and then when she's done, she's like, here you go! And she yells out what it is, and if someone wrote their name on it, she yells the name out, and then they quickly scurry up to the counter and they run away real quick.
Oh my gosh. I kind of want to see that in action. I don't have anyone at my work that's that insane.
It's like, and I think people like that, because when other people are doing her job, when she's not there, there's never that many people lined up there. So I think, like, they respond well to being treated that way or something.
Yeah, it's like the soup Nazi from Seinfeld.
No soup for you.
No soup for you!
Bread $2.
But yeah, we were talking about customer service and people bitching about stuff. I know that you guys kind of have some words about the new RT site.
I don't think we'll stop jabbing the RT site until it's working again. Like, at first,
Dude, the level 20 threads are still not back.
Yeah, that's true. The forum thread that spawned the forum thread podcast.
Yeah, right before our panel, the forum thread is missing.
It's still
He's
gone.
saying on and on that he's trying to work on it.
I hear you.
He's got like hundreds and hundreds of bugs to take care of.
Oh, I know.
Listen, I know
I'm just
that. I know
saying.
the reason why it's broken, but it's still fucking broken. It's like
Yeah.
it doesn't
I
make
just
it any
use
better.
the Oxford Comic Cafe Facebook group. Yeah,
But
that's
my
good.
thing is, you don't have to constantly remind.
We're not reminding him. We're just
him.
bitching about
We're just upset and we're venting our frustrations because...
And that's okay, because we're not taking it out on him
Yeah, we're-
personally, or
right.
tweeting at him, or doing
Because-
anything like that.
No,
Because
yeah.
Rooster
It's a
Teeth is a
podcast.
website that we all love. I mean, we all, got to know each other on there. We're doing a podcast that is a spin-off of that. So we're all very passionate about Rooster Teeth and the company and the people that work there. But when you have a product that is, as, I don't know, I thought the beta testing was going to be a little bit more extensive.
yeah.
So with the extent of just brokenness that the site is right now, it's nothing against the people who work really hard on it. We appreciate all the work that you do, but it is a lot of fun to talk about, things that really make you upset. And right now, we're all having a little bit of trouble.
There's
with
only
this, so.
two problems that I don't know that aren't technically glitches, but that kind of prevent me from using the site in the same way. The first one is with group news posts, and in that, like when I was posting for the Five Nights at Freddy's stream, and then I also made a journal about that on my own homepage. In the feed, they don't look any different. So it just looks like I made a duplicate journal.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. It's more of they haven't gotten the admin status in effect yet, and they are working on that, especially because, they're working on trying to restore stuff like, for instance, mod
status and all that, I'm sure.
Yeah, and admins and stuff like that. And for private groups, for instance, the Guardians, like, for instance, Mary was trying to test it out and see if she got her admin status back for the Guardian group, and it posted on her journal. So it's kind of like, oh, fuck.
One of the bugs that I was going to bring up was fixed, but my favorite bug that ever happened on the site is whenever I would hit view all friends, it would just show me a bigger picture of my profile picture. And I was just like, it was either they're trying to say something or it was a really, apropos bug. It was like,
Yeah, it
who's
did
all
the
my
same thing
friends?
for me.
Aw, just me.
Yeah, with the new feed where it pretty much says, here are all your alerts. I'm like, holy shit, I'm watching some obscure people I didn't realize I was watching. So I was going to start weeding out the people I didn't really want to follow anymore.
But
and
they
I
don't
did the
show
same
up on
thing.
the
I'm like, let me
dashboard
see my
anymore.
friends list. And it was my profile picture.
I love that. It was so funny because it's just like, yeah, who's all my friends? Oh, just me.
I'm like, hey, I know that picture. I'm besties with that guy. Yes, me, myself, and I.
Oh, I don't know if you noticed, Dark, but some of the old accounts have resurfaced.
Like Light One
which
Dry.
which includes Light One Dry. That old
Oh yeah,
deal.
even the deleted ones, they're all back.
Yep.
He's not going
Which is
anywhere,
cool.
folks. He's here to stay Forever a
I hope
ghost.
Eva Lucas and Supercams get to stay.
See,
I
I was
just
very
something
sad we
odd
lost
about
those.
the way that they created the website. The homepage that I used to always go click on to actually get to me, and I like save that as a bookmark. Now takes me to a actual account name members.
Yes,
Yes,
mine
I
does the
know.
same thing.
Yeah.
My phone automatically shortcuts me to that when I log on, and
Interesting.
I'm like, who is this person? Every time I log on, like members, like mail from Pennsylvania or something like that. I don't remember where it's from.
Tejan made it.
Tejan did it.
Fucking
I'm
Tejan.
just happy that we have a group, not a group, but like a friends feed again.
Yeah.
To the point
Yes.
that like we get all the journals and everything like
I
that. I would like
Yes.
them to add in likes
It shows.
as well.
Yeah, it shows.
Oh yeah, it's all gonna come in. Like there's a lot of potential in the given like
yeah.
platform that they've
But
made.
you know what they didn't add that we needed to have? The most important thing of all time that we didn't get is a +1 what the fuck.
that's
Well,
true.
or they're adding it.
Oh, they're adding it?
Yeah,
They did say
Adam-
that was gonna like officially he'll have that.
Yeah, Adam said it in one of his most recent journals.
Oh.
He's saying the +1 what the fuck is coming. So
Yeah, he had a journal about that, and he also said he wanted help deciding what a negative mod to balance that out would be, like another negative one to add to the pile.
-1 shaking my head or something like that.
-1 salt.
-1 salt would be great.
Just
because it's
have
like,
it be a -1 disappointed with the Kevin Sorbo disappointed yelling at the sky.
facepalm.
disappointed.
Yes.
Hey, that would be good. A -1 face palm. Or yeah, a -1 sigh would be good too.
No, -1 salt would be good because
No, -1 GTFO
Yeah.
for an acronym.
It would be.
Yeah.
Ironic,
Oh,
wouldn't
I have
it?
a question. So, if you unsubscribe from people, do they stop showing up in your notifications? But do they stop showing up in your dashboard as well?
I
I
don't know.
do not believe so.
Mm.
I think you can adjust it
Okay.
there to who you subscribe, your friends, the staff, and there's another one.
Yeah, I'm glad that they've returned to the way the site used to be. I can't tell you
Well-
how much I fucking hated that Facebook like news feed where it's like, hey, this is what your friends are interested in. I'm like, I don't want what my friends are interested in. I want what I'm interested in. Stop showing me their stuff.
Here's something that I really want fixed. Can you download the fucking Rooster Teeth podcast from the site anymore? Because last time I tried, you cannot.
I think. It's
Oh,
a
did they
bug right
did they
now.
like mess up the archive?
There's no MP3 download for any of the new podcasts.
No, I think they're running into issues with linking it, and I think it's more of like reestablishing the RSS feed on the website versus.
But it is coming because that is annoying as fuck. Like,
Just like winter, it's coming.
Yeah.
you don't even watch Game of Thrones, do you?
I've seen most of the first 2 seasons.
Alright, fair enough.
I know we're all ragging on the site, but we're not attacking Adam directly. We're not blaming Adam or his team.
I already prefaced this
Oh, yeah.
conversation
Well, yeah,
with that,
I just
Zach.
want to reiterate. I just want to reiterate because
Well,
I feel like...
I was gonna say earlier, the second problem that I have with the notification system change is only before, say, I have 20 notifications and I could see exactly what thread it was in and like the icon of the person that posted in it last.
Yeah.
With this new one, I can only see like the most recent 3 notifications. I can't scroll through it all from my home page. I actually have to kind of sift through. Even though notifications are grouped, which I'm grateful for, and I know they'll fix the whole it linking you to the first page problem in the future.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. If anyone else had that problem, where you go to click on your forum, like you have one new reply, and you click on it, and you're like, "Hey, wait a minute, this is the first page from 3 years ago. Why am I looking at this?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the problem. The only problem is right now is just I have to like actively like, this notification is this. I can't just see it all in one area.
Is it still doing that thing where you go to your notifications, then you click on the thing you want to go to, and it logs you out?
I haven't had that happen to me, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's happened to me once before, but the problem that pisses me off is, for one, people stop posting on the Achievement Hunter website. Post
Wait,
on
what?
the Rooster Teeth. Stop posting on the Achievement Hunter website. I hate it because there's not a single sign-on process right
They're
now.
working on that, from what I'm told.
I know, but people still post on Achievement Hunter. It's like, switch over to Rooster Teeth for now, so
so-
it's easier for everyone else.
Oh, if they post on the achievement, like on the same thread but on Achievement Hunter, does it glitch out?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes you sign in to the Achievement Hunter website before you can actually post. And sometimes when you sign in, it takes you to your homepage instead of the page that you were trying to look at, so you miss the post completely.
Yeah, so if people would just just keep on the Rooster Teeth site for now, and then just switch over to Achievement Hunter whenever.
I use the Rooster Teeth site and it still does that shit to me. Anyway.
It's just,
But
it's just
Adam,
upsetting.
we are very grateful for what you are doing.
Yes,
for
Adam.
fixing and keeping us from a website that was about to collapse. So
That's true.
Join the panel at RTX, and we'll give you a free blowjob, okay?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What was this?
Just saying, I can interview
And
you
by
from the
we,
crowd.
I mean one of you guys who's actually going to be there.
Yeah, you can't rope us into a task or sexual
Wait, are you
favor.
saying you're going to pay for him to come to North Carolina
Listen,
and get a blowjob?
We didn't say who it's from. We just said that it's going to happen.
It'll be randomly selected by one of the TFT panelists.
Yeah, it'll be an audience member.
But yeah, by the TFT panelists. It's not going to be one of the TFT panelists.
Listen, I'm sure some of those audience members would be happy to do so. Adam is a good guy.
Witness me!
Pop it on the
Okay, I'm done.
yeah, no, but also it's not
Yeah.
just Adam. It's a team of 4
Yeah.
or
Oh,
5
yeah.
people, I think. So-
Yeah, but it has a lot of potential, but right now it's janky as fuck, and we're just bitching about it.
Yeah, you can
It's a
see the
bitch.
back end potential of the architecture. There are some positive things about the site, like the mod system and this how the posts are
the
showing
queue
up.
system's awesome.
Yeah, the queue system. There's
I like the new player.
exactly
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
Right
New player's
now,
awesome.
it's a lump of clay that will soon be a good pot. But right now, it's really hard to put water in a lump of clay.
Yeah, it's like you're trying to
Great
just
analogy.
certain things. It's almost there. I'm glad it seems like an open template that will slowly evolve rather than just saying, "Hey, a new site will be out in the future sometime, maybe."
Yeah.
Have any
Yep.
of you watched the movie called The Room?
No.
Yes, we were
Yes.
going to watch it for movie night on Thursday or
No,
Friday.
we should never watch that for a movie
Do
night. It
it.
needs to burn and die.
No.
So you
it-
have how many have watched it?
I've seen a lot of clips of it.
We're gonna try to watch it in a future movie night, certainly, just because of
Let's do it
That
Friday.
would make an excellent TFT riff track.
yeah,
Oh,
basically
hi,
that.
Mark.
Yeah, I watched it for a movie night with my best friend Danny and Ken and my cousin Samantha yesterday. And we were blown away by how terrible
It's
the
so
movie
bad.
is.
It's so
Like, the whole time,
Birdemic is still
I'm
worse.
scratching my head wondering what the plot was. I literally have no idea.
It's funny because it's like the dialogue is so awkward. It's like an alien wrote it. Like,
Like, at the beginning of the movie, the mom's like, "Oh, I have cancer." Never fucking talked about again. Like,
my God.
what the hell?
Oh,
And I'm
hi,
pretty
Mark.
sure that the chick that played the main antagonist, I guess, because I guess she's the bad guy. I'm pretty sure she thought she was signing up for a porno because she has 4 softcore sex scenes in here. I'm like, I'm sure he told her
gosh.
she was doing a porno. And the sex scenes are so awkward. If you look at where their bodies are, nothing lines up properly. It's like he's
Yeah.
having sex with her belly button sometimes. And
it's
what-
written by an alien. Listen
Yeah,
to me.
what are you doing? And he talks like this. It's really distracting.
He makes Sylvester Stallone sound like a poet.
Well, wait, what's that line that you like saying a lot?
Who,
I did
me?
not kill.
Oh, I did not hit her. It's bullshit. Oh, hi, Mom.
I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Yeah, just like the 180-degree emotional reactions are amazing.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Yeah, and how they magically produce a football out of nowhere. Every other scene is like they have a sex scene, and then they're throwing around a football. One time they're throwing around a football in this little corridor between 2 buildings, and they're 3 feet from each other, and they're just having the time of their life with the music playing. I'm like, where'd this come from? Why are they throwing football? And then in the interview afterwards, we watched the fucking special features of this thing. And in the interview, he's like, "Oh, well, football is an American thing, and it's a lot of fun, so you should try it. Whether you're in a stadium or whether you're 3 feet apart. You should try it. It's fun." And that's why it was in the movie. That was his explanation
God.
as to why there's
Thanks,
so much
John
football.
Madden.
Vintage Tommy Wiseau right there.
Oh.
But that's what you get when you have the unholy trinity with Tommy Musso when he writes, directs, and stars in his own movies. So.
But I tell you what, we did cheer. Everyone, my friend and myself, we cheered and applauded the end of the movie. Not because,
Sure, don't spoil it.
not because it was good, not because it was
was
good,
over.
but because we were waiting for something to happen. and the characters are just god awful terrible that when the ending actually happens, you're like, I'm glad that actually happened. Otherwise, this would have been a complete waste of time.
Oh god, there's so many funny dialogue. It's like
So yeah, like we know more or enough about it simply from this like 50 million like mini quote videos that are already out. Like the first bit I heard was actually a musical remix with the Lisa quote and the Mark quote.
tearing me apart, Lisa.
And you know how Mr. Fusion likes to do the no-bod knucklehead or neither game?
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Wiseau has, or however you say his last name, has a Twitter account, and some of the stuff he posts on here would give both those assholes a run for their money.
Include that. And instead of having fucking Jaden Smith, have Tommy Wiseau. Just replace him with that.
We need to tell Mr. Fusion for next time he's on.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's one.
Can we play this at RTX?
Yeah. There's one.
Just have him call in via Skype and
Okay.
we'll play it.
So here, let me give you an example of one of his most recent tweets from 5 days ago. Tired is only in your brain. If you want, you can keep going. I do many push-ups when I am tired. My brain becomes awake, and muscles not asleep too.
Does he not speak English as a first language, or
No, he's French.
Okay, he's French. Okay, that I'll you know.
Listen, no, he says he's French. I'm convinced he isn't someone
I
from
don't
outer
think he
space.
is.
No, because if in his interviews he's like, "I am an American." He's an American.
He's an alien. Listen,
He's
he's absolutely
I believe
a person from another planet.
Yeah, he's not a alien like someone from another country. He is an alien, as in like, he was beamed down from the mothership.
Yeah, he's not.
And
Yeah.
That's why he has sex with her stomach. Like that's how that works on his planet.
Yeah, you know the Mass Effect style matings. It's just different. How they do it on this planet.
There was one dialogue. He's talking with his friend Mark on the roof because, as you do,
Oh, hi, Mark.
and his friend Mark is like, "I knew this one girl who had like a dozen boyfriends, and then they found out and they beat her up, and she's in the hospital." And he goes, "Ha ha, funny story, Mark." They're just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I know.
I want to see it just for how much I've heard about it.
We need to make this.
You should at least watch it once.
You
I
have
will
to watch
say
it with
that.
a group of people, and I highly recommend being drunk.
That's what we're
Oh,
planning
yeah.
on doing. That's why we're going to watch it during one of our movie nights, just so that we can do just that. Like, I wouldn't watch it on my own worth anything, but watching it with everyone is
You
going to
wouldn't
be
make it.
amazing.
Yeah, that's I thought it would be a one beer bad movie, and I could just sit there and munch on stuff and just kind of laugh.
At the end of
it.
the movie, you actually woke up on the couch the next day.
It
It's like,
turned into
dark?
a 3 beer movie, and I'm like, okay, I'm cutting myself off now because I want to remember how this ends.
oh, hi, Dark.
Because like, if I'm gonna sit there for however fucking long that movie was and subject myself to the worst thing I've ever seen on the screen, then I want to be able to remember how it ended.
What's really sad is that there's like an audio book or something out there about his friend Mark. No, it's his friend Mark talking about like how serious he was, like Rousseau was about the project, and like how like he was trying to make it like art, like actual art, and this and that, and you know, it's like
but just saying I usually like bad acting and stuff. It usually doesn't bother me at all.
There's a point where
there's a certain point where I'm just like, what happened?
Yeah.
Like
I
didn't care about Star Wars, Episode 3's Padme, stuff like that. I didn't really notice that as much. But
tearing me apart, Anakin.
Yeah, but tearing me apart, Lisa.
You can actually do a drinking game to that movie. That's what we should do when we watch this movie. Every time he goes, "Oh hi, Lisa," take a shot.
No.
Or
hi, Dobby.
swig a beer.
Hi, Mark.
He says that constantly.
Hi, Marks get 2 drinks.
He says that to a dog at one point. That's in a flower shop for some reason. Oh, hi, doggy.
And like everyone in the universe here loves him. Like when he goes to the flower shop, she's like, "Oh, hi, Johnny. You're my favorite customer."
Yeah.
And then the mother's like telling the girl, "You should marry Johnny. He provides for you. He's such a nice guy." Like everyone in this world loves Johnny. It's so creepy. And what was with the pedo?
Listen. You can't. We're gonna spoil the movie for movie night. We gotta keep some of the weird awkwardness hidden.
That's the whole thing. The whole thing is that.
I know,
Also,
but we gotta keep.
Can I comment on the fact that the one dude that tried to beat them up and they put him they sent him to jail, and they managed to get him to jail, lock him up, and come back within like 2 minutes.
That's how the crime system works, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like in Skyrim. It's like, oh, you admit to your crimes? Well, then you're free to go.
That's
Please
another
tell me
one of
that
those
the
things
Tommy
that leaves you
Wiseau
scratching
voice
your
back.
head like, why was that there? It has nothing to do with anything.
You know, there's some stuff that I've made in the past. I'm like, that's terrible. That's poorly edited. That it doesn't make any sense. And then I watch something like The Room, and I'm like, you know what? Could have been worse.
Oh my god.
The forum thread, if we tried to make a movie, we could probably do it better than...
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I was going to
Probably?
say that.
Probably.
In a way, The Room is kind of inspirational because it proves that anyone can make a movie, and it's probably going to be better than this.
Dude, we could probably make a mockumentary or documentary, like, going to RTX.
Yeah, like, Zach, you have a really
What,
nice
like,
camera. Let's
Final
just
Tap?
film and, like, Dark, you got the script.
Yeah.
What, like Spinal Tap style parody of like one of those documentaries?
Yeah.
I'm imagining Wub pulling a Marlon Brando.
Yeah, Webb's can be the
He's the Thread
director.
Father.
Dark's the script writer. Zach will be one of the actors.
Sure, why not? We
It-
have
it'll all
the
work.
TFT movie in the works right now. It'll be great.
Coming
hi,
next summer to a theater near you.
You're tearing me apart, Fusion.
We should just be tossing a football back and forth and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, instead of a football, we're like batting a piece of
No, it's
yarn.
like the pineapple in Psych. It's just in the background. It's in some way.
Yeah.
Every time.
Also, we should like have a completely serious director's cut commentary and like.
So,
Oh, yeah.
This inspiration for the scene was
I was
It
really
was inspired by the early works of
Tommy Wiseau.
Alfred Hitchcock.
yeah.
Tommy Wiseau.
it's inspired by the early works of Ken.
Tommy Wiseau is my spirit animal, and I feel a really strong
Oh,
connection.
and this part that we were doing,
Joel Schumacher's up there too.
and this part that we were completely silent in. No, that's not missing audio. That's we're trying to channel our inner Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
It's our artistic vision.
Yeah.
You just don't get it.
I would love.
It has to be all in black and white too, like for that outhouse style.
Oh, guess what one of his other movies is called? It's a short film, but I think it was his next project after The Room, because he is dead set on making more
The
of
House?
these things. The House That Drips Blood on
Oh,
Alex.
I got it right. The house.
It's not The House. It's the title.
I know,
The
but
House That Drips Blood on Alex.
still.
But yes, it goes from The Room to The House.
He's going one step above.
And then doesn't he have a show on Hulu where he's like in the neighborhood or something?
Fuck, I don't know.
That just sounds amazing.
The
I think
neighborhood.
he has some show.
Mr. Rogers style, like
He's the scariest Mr. Rogers I've
I
ever
think
seen.
we
Have
just
you
broke Zach.
Google a picture of him, a current picture of
God.
him. He looks like a cracked out. I don't know
Oh,
what.
God. I
like,
just found his.
Well, he
I
probably
just
is.
found
Down
his
the road.
Twitter, you guys. I just found his Twitter.
it's golden, right? It's just like,
man.
oh,
I'm
he
dying.
just. Yeah, he will give Nobod and Jaden Smith a run for their money when it comes to the
Oh,
stuff that he
man.
posts up
I
there.
am following him immediately, and I'm putting on my favorites.
Okay. The second tweet after the one that you read that really speaks to me is, "It called a broken heart because you have to give half the heart to the person who took it. Don't worry, it grows back for you." Thank you, Tommy Wiseau.
You have to do the voice, though. You have to do his voice.
It's called a broken heart because you have to give half the heart to the person who took it.
That's
Don't
better.
worry, it grows back for you.
That's much better. Yes.
Perfect. 10 out of 10 would listen to again. Like, I don't
well,
know.
it's hard because as content producers ourselves, there's definitely the irony of being critical when you're not exactly doing the same thing, but at the same time, there's a certain things that you can do and see, and like there at that point, it's not like it's an early movie. You have a lot of material to compare it to.
There's a certain there's some people criticize directors for like failing to use nuance or like logic in plots, and then there's just a fundamental misunderstanding of how humanity works.
Yeah. That's pretty much this movie to a T. Like, these characters are like, they don't exist in the real world. They don't exist at all.
Like, Bill and Ted does a better job at capturing humanity.
Like, I want to give a couple examples here, but it'll spoil it for when we watch it later. So, just the whole movie is just one big Yeah, I agree. I will again say what Webwave said. It's like he's an alien, and this is his take on how humans work because he doesn't understand how humans actually work. And he's like, "Oh yeah, this is what humans do."
Most humans don't understand that though, so can't really blame him.
Most like the
you know what? Fair
lower
enough.
common denominator of people. Like we're very cynical or spectacle. Oh, what the fuck is spectacle?
Skeptical?
No, not spectacle.
Skeptical.
Skeptical. Thank you.
You have
Skeptical.
glasses.
Yeah, exactly. Of the average human intelligence, and that's because some of us or all of us have at one point worked in retail or customer service. But generally, majority of the population aren't idiots. They just are selfish and want to do their own thing.
Well, yeah, and this
I don't
guy's ego has to be huge.
I mean,
He
Donald
actually-
Trump is leading the polls right
Oh,
now. so
fucking don't. Let's not.
I'm just saying, it kind of disproves the point. People are idiots.
Well, the funny thing about that,
People are stupid.
wasn't
Individuals are smart.
sorry, on the last podcast I was been editing on 115, we mentioned how there was a poll on whether or not you'd want like I'll say a kumquat or Donald Trump to be president, and
avocado.
like the kumquat was winning.
Yeah. It was an avocado. And,
Yeah, avocado.
Yeah,
avocado.
it's sad. The worst part is that the fucking Republican voters right now are just retarded.
Well,
Insane.
it's the primary voters. Like there's
That's true.
normal Republican voters, and then there's the people that
Oh, yeah, primaries
voting
are always
for
extreme.
someone 2 years away from the election. Is it 2 years away
And
from
granted,
the election?
probably he
A year
also,
and a half at this point.
Okay, yeah.
Knowing Donald
Well,
Trump,
more
he
like
probably
year and a
also paid
third.
off people to do the poll as well.
Well,
so.
Donald Trump is banning press people from his conferences.
Yeah.
That's a good way to get your word spread. Listen,
Yeah.
He
you gotta
banned
think.
he banned the Des Moines Register.
What is that?
He
'Cause
banned
there's
the
an
Moines.
editorial. It's my state capital. And they're a
It's-
newspaper.
It's in Iowa, which I'm pretty sure is a major
It's the
polling
first
place.
one in the nation.
Yeah.
And he banned them because the editorial was like, so you said these things. You're an asshole. You'd make a terrible president. And it was editorial, not news. That's entirely separate things. And he banned the entire newspaper.
You
Yeah.
can do that? Isn't that
That's-
like censorship?
Well,
Freedom
Well,
of
I
it's
know,
not-
right? Like, there's the questions of, is he even legally allowed to do that? Because
Well,
he's
you
running
can
for
do-
public office.
technically,
Well, but-
Hillary Clinton did that as well. Like she
Yeah, but,
just
like-
refused to talk to people.
Well, yeah, refuse.
Yeah, that's different though than banning from event. Like banning them from the grounds while you're running for public office.
Yeah, it's the difference of like inviting someone to a party and just not talking to them, and then just not letting them in your house at all when they come. Like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a
Well,
difference.
Webwave's metaphor/analogy game is it's very strong tonight.
It's on point
Yeah.
tonight. He's on fleek.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's on fleek.
You're doing a good job, buddy.
It's a- it's a-
Good job.
Thanks,
yeah.
man.
Good.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to praise Webwave for that.
Because yeah, but now
I'm
that
about
now
to,
you made
I'm
it
about to
awkward,
read him
though.
a new one in a few seconds. No, I'm kidding.
Go for it.
Go for it.
And there
I
it
do
goes.
nothing wrong.
I do nothing wrong except for show up for pre-panel talk 30 minutes late.
But
I arrive neither late nor early. I arrive exactly
He
when I
arrives
should.
precisely when he means to.
Fair enough.
speaking of like panels and stuff, did you guys take a chance to look at the new app that they?
The RT
Yes,
app?
I downloaded it today.
The RT app?
Yeah.
I looked at it.
No.
Yeah, I did. I patched it. I haven't opened it up yet. Like I just
Okay.
I
recently
like it.
patched it.
It's very streamlined.
Yeah, I love it. It was it's
Looks
a lot
like-
more organized than last year. So.
I didn't have a smartphone last year, so
What?
I don't know. I didn't. I was broke, and I didn't need one.
Yeah, you don't really need a smartphone.
I wasn't streaming yet. I wasn't doing anything that was internet related. You know, didn't
Yeah.
really need it. Plus, I was broke, so that's kind of the key factor.
Yeah, plus I was
Yeah.
broke, definitely.
What's up?
But I got a new tablet from Office Depot, and I got
What'd you get?
$40 off. It's fucking, I don't know, where was that? A Lenovo something or another.
Oh, good. They make good tablets.
do.
Lenovo is a really solid manufacturer.
Yeah.
They used to make stuff for IBM.
Nice.
Or was it
Before they went to
HP?
China.
HP or...
I always get Lenovo and Asus mixed up on who worked for who.
Yeah.
and then
No,
spun off.
Lenovo was an IBM because, or at least they purchased some property from IBM because I think they did ThinkPad. I believe is what their technology.
Yeah, they
is.
made the ThinkPads,
Okay, so yeah, it was
which
them.
are badass,
So,
like tablet computers.
Now I have to move the RTX 2015 app into my front page of my phone, and I'm having a hard time getting rid of applications on my front page. So I have YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Skype, Chrome, Instagram, Snapchat, Vine, Crunchyroll, Twitch, and then I have my Game Boy
Jesus.
emulator and my Hearthstone. So which app should
You
I get rid of?
You don't have the
What the-
League of Legends strategy guide app?
No.
Good lord, man!
Actually,
How dare you?
How about I just used it? No, because it's inconvenient. I want to be able to get to it. So maybe I should get
Well,
rid of
which one are you? You see, the thing is, I highly doubt on your smartphone you're using all those things
I am,
on a
though.
daily basis, though.
I do though, because I'm such a fucking tech whore. Like,
Well, no, like I use like
At least
all
you can
those-
admit to what you are.
I use
Yeah.
all those apps, but there's like I barely go on
I don't
Snapchat,
go
for
on
example,
Twitch too
and
much, so maybe I'll get rid of Twitch. Yeah, I'll do that.
yeah, like stuff like that. Like you might use it constantly, but you're not exactly opening up your phone every time to check it. So it might be better to put that on page 2. Like you still
And
use
let's
it.
be
but-
honest, do you really use your phone all that often for Twitch? Because
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
know
wouldn't. I
some-
wouldn't use my phone for Twitch, unless I had, it was for the chat where I was literally like far off and I really needed to watch a stream.
Yeah, I really enjoy Android and its customability, and like me and Wubbs were talking about icon packs and like reskinning and launcher packs for like you can make your phone literally look like a Pit-Boy if you want to, and
Which I have.
which he has, for example. Me, on the other hand, I'm worried because I'm using a Samsung phone, and like I look at some of the reviews. It's like don't use it if you have Samsung phone. Don't use it if you have the most up to date Lollipop version. And it's just like, oh, I want to do this thing, but I can't because Samsung is the thing. One of the major pullbacks, even though I love Android for Android phones, is the inconsistency per brand of Android.
Yeah, they're like, and that extends to their other, like their
Yeah.
Android TV.
Yeah.
They have a
Fuck
spreadsheet
that.
of
Oh my
support
God,
for their
it's
products.
terrible.
It's a little crazy.
Yeah, I would like a spreadsheet, actually. That'd be handy. And
They have one, I think, actually.
is there an app? Because I'll fucking
No,
download
it's. I don't think it's in an app.
Probably on their
form.
website.
Yeah, I think it's something you can download on the app form.
The app is actually not compatible.
The app is not compatible. Because they actually have this little map that shows you when a new version of the operating system rolls out, and it like starts on one product, and then it trickles through all these other different versions of the product. So you can find that somewhere. I don't remember where it's at. Ken was the one who found it, and he's like, "Hey, look at this! This is so cool!" And I'm like, "Oh, that's actually really frightening to me, but you would find it fascinating, so yay!"
I think I might get rid of Chrome as well, because I have the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge, and I have a folder on my Edge panel that lets me access all of my Google applications like Chrome, Gmail, Google Plus, and stuff like that. So maybe I'll get rid of Chrome, the actual application, and place that with something else. I don't know, but it's just technology's so fucking awesome, you guys. It's just like 10 years ago when I was 11.
But
I
even
had-
just like a few years ago, you still would have to sit back and do all you have a central hub that you can do all these things with, and then a way to do it a lot better back at home. But you can essentially do everything.
I remember a long time when I was like 6. I thought the Pokedex was the hottest
shit
shit
ever,
and like
yeah.
the coolest technology ever. And now I can just get like an app on my phone, and it's like
Yeah.
You could get an app on your phone for an entire Pokemon game.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
absolutely could.
Yeah.
And I have. I played VOM. You can get like a VOM emulator to play GBA games on your
Dude,
phone.
yeah, that's what's on my front page, bro. I have a ROM emulator for my GBA, and then I have Hearthstone, and then I have all my social medias, and then I have like a few streaming stuff here and there. So it's fucking legit.
Yeah, you're gonna have
I
to
don't know.
start playing.
I still
that,
rock the old SP.
The SP.
my
I was playing it today.
Nice.
my phone, I have it's also a Oculus device. It's the Galaxy Note 4.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love that phone.
And I've
Yeah,
actually,
it's awesome.
I actually ended up getting the Oculus VR just to try
Did you
it
get
out.
the Oculus, the Gear VR?
Yeah, the Gear VR. That's what.
I love that thing. We got it. We got to demo it at Best Buy.
Yeah,
We had
it's
somebody
awesome.
returned it to our store by hand. Oh man, it was amazing.
Yeah,
How do you
it's
use it
pretty
as
good.
an Oculus device? Do you just like tape
The
it to
Notes
base?
4
Plug it in.
screen handles the the Oculus technology.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
only phone they make that does. I don't
Do
know
you
if the
just, like,
S6 does.
tape it to your
and
face?
the Note
or
5
how does
should
it
as
work?
well.
I
when it
remember,
comes
yeah, I
out.
remember seeing a video recently. Like Markiplier was showing himself like running into a door because of the Oculus technology on his phone.
Yeah.
It's cool. Like the Jaeger demo was amazing.
Yeah,
The Jaeger
good.
demo. They have the Avengers demo. They have
Yep.
have an option if you have video files. You can save them to your SD card, and you can transfer them, and you can basically watch those videos on there on the headset. So
Yeah,
like a theater
That's
mode.
pretty cool.
I wonder where one would go about buying an omnidirectional treadmill.
I got one for like the Omni, by Virtuix. I donated to their Kickstarter campaign to get one.
Damn.
So
Like for that way you can play the Oculus and actually walk around, but not actually run into
Bump
shit.
into anything?
That would seriously be the best if you were able to get it to respond to your feet movements.
Holy shit.
I assume that technology is not very far off.
We're so close to that. We just have to like get that to where you don't have to spend like $500, like more than $500 to even start to put something like that together.
And you know how awesome that would be? Like, I would lose all sorts of weight just by the amount of running I would do through my video game worlds. Because, you want to go as fast as you can. And you're like...
In Sky, it was that Dark, you haven't unlocked any of the fast travel places in Morrowind yet, so...
So you gotta
Fuck
run
yourself.
from city
Yeah.
to city.
Chaos,
like-
can you imagine playing like SWOTO with that
Oh.
and then not using any
Oh my
speedo
God.
bikes?
but yeah, speaking of like the triple, Virtuix actually went on that show's Shark Tank to like kind of pitch her idea for like venture capital. And they told them, the people who were there, to like, no, this is dumb. Like, people won't be doing this. Like, this is a dumb idea. Like, the gamers don't want to run around. I was like, are you kidding me?
Like,
Gamers
that's like
don't want to get out
my
of that
dream
chair.
come
Well,
true.
yeah, gamers don't want to do it because they can't really experience the world to that degree. I mean, we has attempted to do fitness stuff like that, but
Yeah.
it's still not quite the same as actually feeling like you have to run to
There's
the game
some
world.
games where I really kind of do want to
Oh.
play it in Oculus. So what phones support Oculus? Do off the top of your head, the Note 4 and the what?
The Note 4,
The new Note will.
Yeah, and the
I don't know if the Edge does.
I think the Edge might. I'm not sure, but
I don't know if that curved thing gets in the way of the actual like mechanism.
The
I
panel,
don't think it will.
The edge
No.
actual string. I don't think it will. It's not. People think it's really gimmicky, but I use it.
No, I
a
mean in
lot.
terms of the calibration
Well, yeah,
of the video
de-
signal,
definitely.
because it messes with the screen size a bit.
Sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it. Like
It's
mostly because my store doesn't have one to sell. Otherwise, I'd have it private memorized. But
yeah. It's very like the edge is actually very convenient and useful. Like people, I feel like they really downplay or like, oh, it's just a gimmicky bullshit screen, and I'm like the amount of customization you have for it.
The sad thing is there's I don't think people have quite gotten across the fact that every time they assume it's a gimmick, like that television thing or that internet thing, it's totally just this passing phase.
it's just
Like
a
they don't.
phase or a
How many
fad.
times does that have to be proven wrong before people might actually start?
like I still get people be like, 4K is just a phase. But,
it's
no,
like,
it's not.
no, 4K's here to stay.
yeah.
The Blu-ray players are launching in 2 months.
Yeah, it's funny how many people thought that for like regular HD, like even 720. People are like, it's just a phase. That won't last.
It's like it's a hardware jump. Those are not fads. Like 3D is a fad because it's just an add-on. Like a hardware jump though is like it's very frustrating to get through to people.
That's so weird. Why would people think that resolution wouldn't go up? Like, who's gonna stick with like 360p? What the fuck? Like,
Gross.
no one.
Well, at
sucks.
that time, it's a little more impractical to make HD stuff, and if you don't know that, like, I would think only tech people at the time would be like, this just might not be able to improve, but I don't know.
Well, I'm just gonna say this though: there is no reason to buy 4K right now, considering that
I don't know.
No,
Some of the upscalers are pretty goddamn awesome.
are they pretty good? Because
Yeah, like they make a coax signal in our store look freaking great, and our coax sucks ass.
really,
Like that demo sucks, and the TV makes it look fantastic. Not to mention the couple of the TVs offer HDR support, which is like the full color resolution.
yeah,
Because cameras, are able to do it, but screens generally haven't been able to properly reproduce it. Some of the new ones that have come out, like from Samsung and Sony, can actually do it. So it's like it's the hardware jump within the hardware jump. Like
Yeah, like it literally would be an investment. Like it might not be able to apply to everything right now, but
in the fall it does. Like the native 4K disc launch.
Exactly.
Like Panasonic has its player coming out. Like and Jurassic World is going to be one of the first that has 4K discs.
that'd be nice.
Like-
Now, that's something I
That's
haven't
gonna
done
be
any
awesome.
research on. How are they going to fit that much data onto a single disc?
It's a brand new disc. It's a
Yeah.
it's a whole new content laser system. Everything is new, which makes me wonder if Sony still has the rights to it
Well-
because it's a change on Blu-ray technology, or if they're going to patent it as an iteration.
Yeah.
I don't know.
because the memory size has been jumped.
It's
up
4
to-
times bigger,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, it's 200 not
You know,
megs,
I really
200
hope-
gigabytes.
Yeah, I really hope these new players are faster than the original generation of Blu-ray players. Do you remember those? They are slow as
Oh yeah, the processors
fuck.
were slow as shit. They gave them shitty CPUs.
And
but,
and the one I had at least was very, very loud. Like, I'm reading the disc
to be honest,
now.
I've been telling people just get in the fall, get a new Xbox One or PS4 with the new systems. Because the prices are going to be $100 more. You get a game system and the 4K Blu-ray player with a way better CPU than anybody's going to put in a
Dude,
Blu-ray
my
player.
Xbox One, I use it so much just for Blu-ray discs. Like, not only for gaming, like, it's so good.
That, and you can run the Xbox like a set-top box, which is awesome. I think they really set themselves up this fall for like a huge success because of the 4K stuff, the set-top box things they can do. Like their tuner that they just put out is actually really damn good.
You know, it's about time they finally got their shit together after that humiliating
I
launch.
wish Phil Spencer would have been their CEO, their head of their division when they launched, because that guy knows his shit.
Yeah.
Like, they've made great decision after great decision with him in charge. It's like, why didn't you give him the job, Microsoft? You suck.
Now, if they only sped up the UI system for the Xbox One, then everything would be just peachy.
Yeah,
Oh
'Cause
yeah,
the
well,
UI
that
still
and just
sucks.
if they'd have gone with the, I wish they'd have gone with the DDR5 RAM
Yeah.
when they launched, because that'd give it a longer shelf life. Because they're gonna have to make the new Xbox before Sony has to make the new PlayStation.
yeah.
Just because of the hardware, it's gonna get antiquated a year, maybe a year and a half sooner than the PlayStation is.
So it's going to be like... but the shelf life is still like 8 or 9 years for both consoles.
Maybe.
Maybe?
I don't know.
That's what they're claiming.
7 years. Or maybe, let's just say 5 years.
Well, I
all, I
hope
can't
that
take
that's
the
what
hit.
they should do. Like, keep focusing
But as
on
fast as
upgrading-
technology is accelerating, I don't know. Because now the really interesting rumor, I mean, obviously this is about 3 weeks ago, like AMD getting bought by Microsoft.
Oh,
Like,
they did?
If they are, because it's a rumor, but it's
Or
like it's
so
a
they're
pretty,
working.
it's one that makes sense because like they make their own computers, they make the Surfaces, they make a game console. Why pay Intel for a chip and get charged out the ass because it's Intel and then if you could just buy AMD and make your own, because Microsoft would have the money to reinvest into it, you know, because AMD just needs capital because they used to make really good chips, but on the market share, Intel's the only name anymore, so they don't have the money to reinvest and make better products. Microsoft does.
Well, the problem
So-
with that, though, is as much as I am kind of like a little bit like for the market and everything, like free market, all that, but right now this is kind of getting scary because it's also meaning like, you know, monopolies are going to get started up, especially
Yeah.
with Microsoft buying it. So
I hope they don't like the technology is going to improve and the hardware is going to improve as well as the software. Like, I'm glad they have the ability to update it, but I hope they make it easier so that you don't have to buy 500 Xboxes within 2 years when like 360 lasted for so long.
Yeah.
Like, maybe invent like an idea I was thinking of in my head was have like a little black box type thing in the front that if they have new hardware that comes out, you just buy like a very cheap
Like a module.
upgrade to the like a little module thing that you just switch out rather than having to buy another Xbox.
Well, it's like everything...
Though that's going to be kind of hard because like the new Xboxes that are coming out are actually going to be 2 inches narrower.
Yeah, well, I still
Like-
think like a modular...
Well,
technology
that's just
would
a example, but
But then you get into the issue of people using different components on each system and everything, and not everyone having a uniform system, which is the problem on PC,
Yeah.
which is why games like get pulled from the freaking
Yeah.
market, is because everyone has different iterations and they don't all work together.
Fair enough.
Like that would be eliminated a lot more if when people have the same
And that
system.
sort of like defeats the purpose of console gaming in general because it's all about uniformity. It's like all about uniform,
Exactly.
consistence.
You have this, they have this. The game can work on
Yes.
both. Done.
I don't know. I just like much like the phone blocks thing that we talked about way back in the day that I briefly mention every now and again. I just think modular technology is gonna be so fucking. It'd be so fucking cool. Like if it got the chance and it.
well, maybe a better version of it at least. Like, they could make it so that you actually have to buy the modular thing to use live. Like, that would be the easy step to sort out any problems with everyone having different systems, is just kind of forcing the upgrade.
I'm.
But you kind of see it on the marketplace too. Like right now, like if you buy like the Wiimo's and you buy like a Hue system, you have to have like a different app for each and every one. Like they don't allow anybody that makes a third-party app is like immediately pulled, and like the companies don't want it to happen. So we'll see if it ever takes off.
Speaking of PC stuff, did you guys see the rumor recently about, or the rumor that the No got a hold of about?
Oh yeah,
Half-Life
I watched that video.
3 and how it's not gonna.
That was an
happen.
interesting journalism case
I
study.
completely agree with the Funhouse guys. Like, I can completely see from a business standpoint and just from a...
So they just finally said no, which I'm glad. They didn't just keep...
Well, they didn't officially say
Okay,
anything.
they haven't said
No,
anything.
they're
It's
not
just
gonna
a
say-
study.
It was an anonymous source, which, of course, people in the comments are like, oh, don't you guys know to never go with anonymous sources by now? Jesus Christ.
They know who it is. It's just that
They can't
Yeah,
say
they
it.
don't want their friend slash person they get reliable information from fired. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, and it made the article, or the video, not the article, made sense.
Yeah, they broke it down.
We'll see if it happens.
Yeah,
And
that's
I
why
still think that Xbox deal and like the Konami deal with Microsoft,
makes
I
sense
want
as well.
I don't know if it'll happen anymore. I think the story that they broke did actually affect the market. But it made like business sense because you had all those IPs that are just going to be stranded. Who has the money to buy them? 2 companies. That's it. Like, who goes after them? Microsoft and Sony, and Konami's cutting ties with Sony, so the only fish in the game is Microsoft.
Maybe even Nintendo.
Metal Gear Rising 2 by Nintendo.
Well, Konami's Konami's probably going to hang on to that
maybe
one,
for a bit.
but it's an easy mobile
For a
platform
bit, but
that they could
still,
develop.
I'm sad that that Konami's coming to such a sudden annoying halt.
They don't give a shit anymore. They're not dying. They're making tons of money in Japan. Like tons
Yeah,
of
but
money.
a halt for our culture, at least. A lot of
Yeah, they don't care about video games anymore. They've had a shift in management.
They're making like not arcade games. They're making
Gambling.
Gambling games.
gambling games. There we go. Like,
like
slot
pachinko.
machines and shit. Yeah.
Because they make a killing
What
in
if
Japan.
Funhouse's story actually like straight up like Valve's like fuck you Funhouse and they make Fallout or not Fallout Half-Life 3?
They'd be
crazy
like,
would that be?
yeah, we'll totally eat our words on that.
That's
Thank you,
not-
Valve.
Well,
We
that's
love
not true though, because they actually they were in contact.
Yeah, they contacted people at
Valve.
they had a follow up
Yeah.
piece that was done, and
Yeah.
one of the
Dudes who-
what was his
Mark.
no the guy who contacted them officially.
Lindenberg?
Yeah, that was
via
Mark.
Reddit.
That's his name is Mark. I think he's like the PR
What is his
person.
position? He's their PR. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was wondering because that I missed in the story. I didn't know if he was like a developer or what. Because like their whole thing with the follow up was like, yeah, the guy says it's not the way it is, but like in this business, there's always multiple perspectives because you make games simultaneously without interdependent of each other. So like one person is going to have a different take on where something is as a project than somebody else. Especially in Valve, who's very limited central management.
Yeah, they all have their own bodies. It's like there's not really a
Yeah.
direct boss to boss schedule. I remember
There
reading
probably
that.
is now, but like which is the point of their article is like that thing that their handbook or whatever they got leaked in 2012 probably is totally different now because it changes. The handbooks change like at least at Best Buy they change like every 6 months. Like those kind of things change and happen, especially as companies grow and get bigger and make more money. Like there needs to be a management structure at some point that develops. So
Holy shit.
that's just a necessary part of
Dude,
business.
everyone should download the RTX 2015.
It's damn
yeah,
good.
it's really cool. Like it's very like stylized and cool looking, and you like can increase stuff. And,
Now, if only the actual site was that way.
Exactly.
And now we've come
Well,
full circle.
yeah.
Mr. Dunkelman, get on that.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, but this is good timing because we're right at an hour now. Anybody have some closing statements they'd like to make?
Just believe in Google. Believe in the Google that believes in me that believes in Google.
Oh, you know I believe in Google
That's
already.
good. Someone
I
else
bow
did.
to the Google gods, my future overlords.
No, I did not podcast. Oh, hi, dog.
Android TV
I did not
substick.
do it. It's bullshit. Oh, hi, Doc.
So with that, we bid you
so-
all
wait,
good
Oh,
night,
Wait,
everybody.
wait, we gotta plug our shit.
Yeah,
I'm
let
going
her-
to.
We don't have to. Okay.
Or are you going
Saying
to?
goodbye. Ah.
Okay, so
Club's gonna make it happen.
you can find us at the forum thread via
on
Twitter.
iTunes.
And
start with the
especially
iTunes,
iTunes.
for the first time.
Nah, we can do iTunes, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, at the forum thread, or the forum thread podcast. If you want to check out some gameplay, check us out on TFT Plays. We have our main flagship series, which is TFT Plays, which encompasses all of our Let's Plays. We have some streaming stuff, and that should do it, folks, ladies and germs.
Well, I was gonna say, if you want to watch Tej and give you a sex tip, check out TFT Lays.
Exactly. Yep.
Also,
Just
check the forum thread out. They are the first panel at RTX this year.
Oh
I
yeah,
thought you
shit
were saying
yeah.
check out the forum thread like the actual.
Yeah, you can't do that yet.
Let's say that's
Yeah.
not possible. Inconceivable.
Nah, you can pull it up on the screen.
It's disappeared into the ghost.
It's in the
realm.
ether.
But yeah,
It'll revive one day.
It's gone over to Oblivion.
yeah, definitely see us at RTX. I won't be there because I'll be PAing. But it is who is it all on the panel this year?
It's me,
T-Gen, you.
Webwave, Chaos, and Mozilla.
It's gonna be a fine mashup of people. It's gonna
You
be
probably see
glorious.
me running around with cameras because I'm recording stuff.
And with that,
And Warpug will be joining us.
we bid you all a good night. We'll see you next time, same place. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
No.